Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 6. This time, we're not checking out any more bases. I mean, we'll check them out eventually, like, probably the next episode if I'm being honest. But I figured we should get back into business, and in particular, we should get back into checking out our soul lava. So we've had this bee, he's been doing his thing, he's been getting all of his stuff. I've been manually emptying this when I've noticed it full and whatnot. So we do actually have quite a few honeycombs. If we search in here, we have 256 soul lava honeycomb blocks. Now, this, I guess, is where it gets fun, right? What we're going to do is process this through a centrifuge. This is going to give us, apparently, a bit of honey, some soul lava honeycombs, and some soul lava. The soul lava is what we want, obviously. What does the honeycomb itself do? Does that go right back in? It does. So you actually get a chance, albeit a small one, to get this soul lava honeycomb back and keep running it through the exact same system to not only get the soul lava, but get the honey. Now, actually, if we have a look, it's 75% for the soul lava and 25 for the honey. So I'm assuming you get one or the other, right? Let me have a look again. What's the percentage? 1%. Okay. So yeah, that's, I guess, what we're going to do. Now, I will say I'm not too sure where the soul lava is going to go in this situation. I'm assuming I'm probably going to want to get some ender tanks. I'm also trying to question, can I get away with, instead of doing ender tanks, can I entangle the block somehow? I think I can. You know what? This is actually going to look pretty cool, I think. In my brain, it looks cool. We're going to grab an entangled block. I'm going to grab my entangler binder. This guy's really cool. I'm going to shift right click on this tank here. So you see it's selected. And I'm just going to input directly from here into it, right? So what I should be able to do is open this, chuck in soul lava, and it should process. And we should be able to see honey, which goes into the honey tanks. That's fine. We want that to still happen. But then occasionally we should get soul lava. 75% chance. So it's actually... Oh, here it goes. It goes in this left side. Beautiful. Okay, so it's building up here. And I think I can just place this down, right-click it, and the soul lava, hopefully, the soul lava is not here anymore, which means, ooh, you can actually see it in there. That is awesome. So now if we come back over here, we now have soul lava automatically being filled. How cool. Oh, dude, the entangled blocks are actually extremely cool. It makes automation so much better. Now, this doesn't necessarily look that good, so I'm just going to pick it up and place it above the other tanks. I think, is that what I want to do? You know what, I think we can probably do that. I was trying to figure out what exactly I'm going to do. A tip for flying, by the way. I've got my jetpack on, obviously. This works in creative mode as well. If you hold your crouch button, so for me it's shift and spacebar, you don't go down or up. And it allows you to shift click blocks. Ooh, I shift right clicked. So I think that still works. Yeah. So that's how you can, like, place blocks on other blocks that otherwise wouldn't be able to do without crouching. Does that make sense? It's basically how you crouch while flying. So yeah, spacebar and shift at the exact same time. A little trick there. So this is good to go. You know what? There is a little bit of work we could do, and that is essentially getting the stuff from this guy into the other machine, which I think actually we can do with another entangled block. We're gonna need some ender chests, which I remember I had turned into I built them into, like, I don't know, pistons or something, right? I was meant to use a different block, but I used ender chests. It's fine. We're gonna entangle this block here, so the storage, and this is just so that we don't have any messy cables where we don't want them, right? So now we're going to fly back over here. Now, how exactly do I want to do this? Ooh, we have one right here already. So I'm just going to place this on top, right-click it, and we're going to get another importer. So far, now this rarely happens, but the video is going a bit too smoothly. Oh, yes, beautiful. I can't take things out of my system. Perfect. That's the issue we were looking for. Normally it doesn't go smoothly. I knew something was about to happen. So let's see. Normally the issue is this gets clogged up. It's currently not clogged up. We also have some interfaces back here. Is this clogged up? It's not clogged up. Let's see. This has my importer. It has an external storage, insert and extract. So I don't see the reason. Oh, and of course, without changing anything, I can now take stuff out of it. How cool is that? That's a beautiful feature. Is my render distance up? No, okay. I was worried that my performance was going down again. So here we go. Let's place this here. How do we have this guy set up? Items. I think it's just good to go. I think it's doing it. Mode blacklist? Mode blacklist? Let's see. Is this going up? Ooh. So far, no. Ooh, well, wait. So that's going down. It could be because there's, you know, no soul lava in here. That would play an integral part in this. Let's do a test then. Let's get some soul lava honeycombs. Can we place these back in here? No. Okay, so we're going to have to wait until the bee does his thing, which, I think he's taking his time. You know what? I actually... If you look on the map, he's in here. So is he actually in here? He is. Look, you look at the top left. It says soul lava bee. He's in there. Whether or not he's trying to get out, I don't know. Ooh, I just had a really good idea. To make this a little bit better for our little bee friend here. I'm going to go ahead and pick him up. So he's in my hand now. Perfect. I'm going to replace these stone bricks with slabs because I think that the bee can get over them a little bit better. So, stone bricks. Clear that. Let's grab this. Let's grab slabs. We only need 3, and I put them away. Boom. Okay. Now comes the problem of, you know what, I'll just pick it up in a bucket. I was going to try and do it quickly, but you know, occasionally we just need to take a step back and get back to the basics of picking things up. There we go. That looks... It might not look as good. Does it look good? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what he does. Because I'm thinking he might have had pollen in him, and I think he did. I think he did have pollen, and that's why he's returned to the hive now. But he was stuck in those blocks and couldn't get out, because it's sort of... He's trying to fly a bit lower. So, if anything, I might even have to build blocks all along here, so that he doesn't, you know, get stuck again. We'll check in on him later. So we'll let that bit do its thing. We'll let everything do its thing. We'll manually place in the rest of this soul lava, because I don't think we have a reason not to. So I'll grab all of this out. And just put it in here. Let it process. And let's start actually making some tinker tools using soul lava. Which means using unobtanium and vibranium. Which we previously could not do. So, unobtanium. Let's go ahead and... what do I want to bookmark? The block? Does the block tell me? The block tells me it's... What do you call it? I'm really struggling with words here. It tells me it's silent gear ratings, but I can't see its tinker's ratings. I think there's a way to do it. Is it here? No. Alright, well, I'm not entirely sure how we can check out the details. I mean, I probably should check out the book, but at the very least, what we can do is we can look at these specific items themselves. So, like the hammocks, the hammers, the pickaxes, you know, the swords, all that kind of stuff. And we can see what perks it has. Now, unobtanium appears to have insatiable and lightweight. Lightweight appears to be the direct opposite of what Allthemodium has, which, let me make sure I've got this stuff bookmarked. Allthemodium appears to have heavy and momentum. So heavy means you can't walk when you hold it. In fact, I can show that off because we do have a cleaver that has that heavy trait to it. If I hold this, I can't walk. Well, I can walk. You can see it happens ever so slowly if you really pay attention. You can fly with it though. So that's sort of a little bit of a loophole, but obviously I don't want to use it. And it does a lot more damage than the silent gear alternative. Like, this is only made using Allthemodium. This sword is made using vibranium and has a bunch of enchants. It's like a quarter of the effectiveness. Even less. I think it's like an eighth of the power. I keep talking. Let's at least have some stuff processing. I don't know how long this is going to take. Let's grab some vibranium. We have a lot of this, luckily. Let's grab a stack of this. Let's also grab unobtanium. Let's grab, not quite a stack, but I think we can actually make a stack. So, I mean, we might as well. You know, if we're going to do it, let's do it correctly. Stack and a stack. They're not all going to fit in here, so maybe I should make them into blocks, potentially. Alrighty, here we go. 7 unobtanium blocks, 7 vibranium blocks, all of which are in here. Here's what they look like, or at least here's what the vibranium looks like. Can I switch these up to see what they both look like? There we go. That looks pretty cool. That definitely looks pretty cool. That might be... Now, I don't know if you're new around here, but that looks like a pretty good thumbnail to me. So let that melt. Ooh, it actually melted very quickly. A lot quicker. Like, this is a block of the stuff. That's very quick. There's not actually enough room for any of this other stuff to go in. Let me go ahead and empty some of this other stuff. Like, we've got a bunch of iron in here and whatnot. I think we actually have the casting table inside, don't we? Well, you know what? I'll make a new one. You know what I'm confused about? Oh, yeah, okay. So I got very confused. I'm like, did I entangle the drain or the faucet? Like, what happens if you entangle this faucet? Like, oh, wait. Oh no, I made the cast. I just got very confused. Okay, I think we're fine. I think we're fine. I think now I just empty it. Yeah, okay, so this is going to take me a little while as I empty every single ingot from this guy, but I'll do that off camera. How does that sound? Alrighty, I set up a little system with the item pipe and whatnot, and I have blah, 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 successfully stuttered my words and successfully gotten all the other stuff out, including that little bit of blood we had in there. Now we have blocks of Ultimodium, Vibranium, and Unobtanium in here, in a pretty nice pattern here, and this looks pretty cool. The first thing I want to do is probably make a new sword. We'll probably make a cleaver, I guess, because it has beheading. It's pretty cool. We're going to get the broad blade. I believe we need a large plate, and then I imagine we need a tough tool rod, although we will double check on this Tinker's Anvil. I forgot that these had really cool textures now. So we're after the cleaver. So that is sure enough 1 broad blade, 2 tough handles, and a large plate. Okay, so the blade itself, I feel like I'm going to make that out of Unobtanium. What I might do first, though, is let's have a look. Let's do at Tinker's and check out these books. I assume we're going to want to get this mighty smelting book. Let's open it up and see what we can find here. Let's maybe go to the start. Nope, tier 3. Cobalt, Electrum, Pig Iron, Rose Gold. These are tier 3 materials, including Cobalt, which we actually have access to now. I feel like we're after tier 4, aren't we? I feel like all the Modium and all that stuff would be even better, surely. Let's double check then. The problem that I have with these books is they all sort of have different names. Now, the smelting ones, they have the same name, but like then this first book for it is Materials Anew. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know how to search for their books to see which new books they have, which old books they have. It gets a little bit confusing. Like, otherwise I have to go through these 8 pages, hoping that I don't happen to miss a book. And it's a little bit messy. That's probably my one complaint with this current setup. Oh, actually, you know what? In hindsight, all the books are next to each other, so it's not too bad. I will bookmark these. I'll try and get a hold of them. I assume they're not going to be too hard to get. Let's have a look. Slime Ball, a Sky Slime Ball, and Nether Grout. Ooh, okay. I guess I might do these on camera because that's a little bit strange. Nether Grout. So this is Magma Cream, Soul Sand, and Gravel to get Nether Grout. What's this used for? I assume it turns into Scorched Brick, okay. And then Scorched Casting Tables. That is really cool. So there's like a cooler version. I don't know if it's any different. I don't see why it would be, but I guess we'll find out once we make this book. Although I do believe we actually need a book, and I don't know if we can make one. Apparently we can. Beautiful. I'll get 2 because we obviously need that slimy one. Because we didn't have that, right? No, we didn't. So, Fantastic Foundry. Here we go. We'll check that guy out. And the Tinker's thing, we should... Oh, no. Apparently we don't have these Sky Slime Balls. I think you get them from the end. I can't really confirm, though. We might have to pass on that. What does it do? Book of Uses of Slime. I mean, I'm not going to use any slime anyway. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So, what is this book? Here we go. Ooh, the Tier 4 materials. Manulin, Hepatizen, and Queen Slime. Okay, so this doesn't even have all the Modium stuff. Very interesting. Let's read about the Foundry then. Introduction. Coming soon to a bookshelf near you, the book on better way to melt metals. Okay. So you're trying to make better alloys and found lava is too weak. Why not liquefy the essence of living blaze to fuel the smeltery? Well, we'll sort of skip this. We don't really have the whole blaze thing. You know, I'll read it. How do you get a blaze into a smeltery? Well, if you were that nerd, Melvin, you might suggest drink fire resistance, then use a piggyback or an Ecor sling. Perfect if you want to get it burnt to a crisp. A real smeltery master would just bring the smeltery to the blazes. Oh, that's pretty cool. Just add fuel. This very much reminds me of vanilla Minecraft. You know, setting up a blaze farm, you head into the nether, you build around the blaze spawner that you run into. That's really cool. Just add fuel, and it absorbs those fools before they even realize what's happening. Okay. Very cool. Smeltery not portable enough? Try turning your tool into a handheld smeltery. What? Melts attacked mobs into the tool's tank. Dropped items also are melted if possible. Tool can be emptied into a tank or a smeltery. Requires 1 ability. That is extremely cool. So you can put that on just about anything. Very interesting. So then here we have the materials. I'm probably going to ignore them, to be honest, because we're messing around with this at the moment. Okay. I guess we'll just get started and we'll see what happens. Here we go. I cast the wrong stuff. You know what? It's fine. We pretty much have unlimited of the stuff. That's just a That's just embarrassing. That's all that is. Alrighty, well, I guess we can put that back up in there in case we ever want to use it again. Let's go ahead and put the Unobtanium at the bottom. In fact, let's order this correctly in the order we're going to do it. So here we go. This is the Vibranium. Unobtanium. There's so many different words, but they all end in inium, and it's a bit confusing. Can I actually look at specifically, like, cleaver head? Does it show me the cleaver head? It doesn't appear to. Alrighty, here it is. Unobtanium Broadblade. Lightweight 5, Insatiable 3. I still don't know what that means. I think, actually, if I put it in here, can't I hover over it? Or is it only when the sword's actually being made, I think? Oh, wait. You know what? I think I just realized where you can do it. I believe in the part builder, it tells you this stuff. Maybe if I put an ingot of the stuff, so Unobtanium, I think this is how it works. I could definitely be wrong. Part builder. Here we go. Yeah, now we can see. Tool is incredibly light for its size, allowing for faster attacking and mining. During combat, you deal more and more damage every time you hit an enemy. That's pretty good. So I guess we'll keep that. We can actually... Well, I'm going to have a look at each of these things, because they each have different stats. You know what? Let me grab the other stuff. Let me do some I guess, of my own analysis, which is probably going to be wrong, but we'll see what I come up with. And I'll come back with a verdict of what the solution is. Alright, from what I can tell, Ultramodium is borderline useless, at least from what I'm seeing here. But if we have a look at the difference between Vibranium and Unobtanium, Unobtanium is better in pretty much most aspects. The attack damage, the attack damage, the durability, so these numbers on the side here. The mining speed's better, the durability down for the head version's better, same with the level, the speed, all of that stuff's better. The only difference is the attack speed and the mining speed. Have a look when I switch between them. They switch values. So if you want a really fast pickaxe, you're going to make it out of Unobtanium as the handle. That's important. The head doesn't matter at all, unless you're looking at these perks here. But in terms of the handle, you would use Vibranium. But if you want a better attack speed, you would use Unobtanium for the pickaxe, right? Oh god, I'm stuttering words and slurring everything. But if you want a faster attack speed, which is actually what we want, I believe, you would do Vibranium. The only difference, though, is the attack damage changes, as well as the durability. So it's like, what's actually better? Now, the attack damage only changes by 0.5, so I almost feel like Vibranium is better. Tool mines faster at higher durability, causes the target to bleed, dealing additional damage. I think that's what we'll go for. Let's have one last look. You know what we could do? We could do both. So I'm going to make two different handles. So let's grab this out, open this. Or we have the handles on us, don't we? Yeah, two different handles. One of them out of Unobtanium, like so, and one of them out of Vibranium. I don't currently see a point in using the Ultramodium ingot. I don't really see a point. Unless you want heavy, which means you can't move. But apparently it packs a punch. Or, I don't know, I guess you want to mine faster as long as you keep mining. I don't know if that's worth it. I'm going to be honest, I don't know if that's worth it. So we've got one tough tool handle. Let's then grab the Vibranium. Go ahead and get another handle of this. I don't know what it'll do for the large plate, though. That's a little bit curious, because I think that counts as an extra. So it's going to be purely just what we want, in terms of, like, do we want it to have maintained, lacerating? Like, what perk are we after? I think we could even do Ultramodium if we wanted these perks, but obviously we don't want that heavy perk. So I might just slap in another bit of Unobtanium for that plate. I think that's what I'll do. So here we go. Another tough tool rod. It would look cool to have a bit of Ultramodium in there. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from, you know, making an extra thing, but we'll see what happens. So in goes this, down that pause. We can actually watch it this time. We've sort of been skipping past it. But there it goes. You can hold crouch to see in the top left exactly how much liquid it uses. And it should, you know, do its thing in a second. Obviously, the more molten liquid that's gone in... Oh, here we go. It has very cool animation. Oh, is it done? Is it done? Is it done? There it's done. Okay, beautiful. Here we go. Cleaver time. Boom, 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 boom. They still don't go where they're meant to go. Okay, let's manually do this. That goes there, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Here we go. A cleaver with a durability of 133,000. Look at the attack, though. The attack is only 408. only a little bit better than this guy. Why is that the case? Attack damage, very strange. Very, very strange. Before I make this, I want to make sure that I'm doing everything right. I feel like this should be infinitely better. I'm just looking at the numbers here. I must be missing something, I'm guessing. You know what, actually? Look at the speed. The speed's definitely faster. I believe that's the number next to the damage it does. So there's like the half heart, which is the damage. Then next to that is the speed, which is at 70. The cleaver's at 16, but I think it's pretty much instant anyway. Let's have a look. Plus 30% mining speed. I don't know. I guess we'll make it. What's the durability? Is the durability... The durability is infinitely better. Well, not infinitely, but you know, it's way better. Lots of really good perks here. Yeah, let's go ahead and make it. So here is the Unobtanium cleaver. We can walk around with it, which is a big bonus. And I mean, it swings, I guess. Now, I guess we test it out. I guess we test it out. In order to do that, I'm probably going to head into the compact machine that we have. This one? Is this still set up? It is. Okay, so this was set up to attempt to either automatically grind dragons or make it at least a little bit easier for me to do it. It appears to still be working. This appears to be detached for whatever reason. It doesn't even have a spawn egg in it. Right? Wait, is that the right thing? Is that oh, I'm flying around. That is a mob duplicator. Okay, so I'm going to have to find where that spawn egg went. Imprisonment tool. Shulker, Enderbee. Was it my own pet dragon that I had in there? That seems ridiculous. Although, I'm assuming it was. Alrighty, well, once again, I will be calling upon you to come and assist. I believe I might need to actually... Oh. Do I not just... How do I... Get in the ball? Get in the ball. Why won't you get in the ball? I swear this is normally how it works. I don't know. Maybe I cannot. Oh, you know what? Maybe is it an offhand situation? No? Shift, right click? Nope. I don't know. Alright, well, I have a slightly different idea. What if we go ahead and go into the other, which I believe we do via the nether. So let's head on in here. Because the other, I'm pretty sure, has a few interesting mobs. A little bit laggy as we travel through, so hopefully the recording survives. I believe we also spawn in the ground because the other gets reset automatically. Let's go ahead, fly up to the surface. As you can see, there's a bunch of creepers. There's a bunch of, you know, weird villager-looking guys. There's some endermen, some blazers, all that fun stuff. Are we at the top yet? Maybe I should have made a better paxel so we can get up a little bit higher. We're on a mountain, of course, so I've got to go through hundreds of blocks. Alrighty, I have indeed arrived up here. Let's give it a little primer, a little test. Let's go ahead and put some of this stuff away. Probably most of this stuff. Alrighty, and here goes nothing. Hello, zombie. Goodbye, zombie. Beautiful. I mean, it works. If we have a look on the map, I'm hoping... Because I'm pretty sure there's other types of mobs that spawn here. Unless they've been removed, there should be almost like bosses. But like there should be like hydras and like all these weird different types of very deadly mobs. But I guess I gotta just get lucky and stumble upon them. Alright, down here we have some weird dudes. How much health do they have? Oh, they're hitting me. Dread ghouls from Ice and... So they are from Ice and Fire. They should be pretty strong. Okay, maybe not. You know, they don't have that much health. Nor are they strong. They look cool, though. Dread Thrall. Yep, I can take care of you, too. Awesome. Okay. I definitely want to find something a little bit stronger, though. This guy has a little bit more health. He's a Dread Knight with 20 and 10 armor. I mean, I don't really know what we expected to happen. Yeah, I'm really struggling to come across any, you know, real threats. Now, I imagine they might be lower in the ground because I know at least that's where dragons spawn in the other. The only problem is when I went to try and find my pet dragon, it took me an insanely long time, like ridiculously. So I really want to avoid having to sort of do that again. What's this guy? A Lantern Wraith from Mana and Artifice. Okay. I don't know. I do want to showcase... Was that a ghast? That was. There we go. This guy, bam, he's gone. Okay, I'll keep looking. Now, you know what I have noticed? Check out my health and my hunger bar. I think we're finally out of liquid meat. Yeah, we are. Okay. This is quite dangerous then, what we're doing. We're trying to find something that could potentially one-shot us, and we have no hunger. How much health does this guy have? Come on. This guy is 63. That's a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that was very short-lived. What'd he have at least? I got a pretty cool sword, a vampiric sword. That's pretty cool, and a nice little helmet. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty, I am back. Word on the street is that the dragon spawning thing has been prevented. Like that's an intentional thing that's been stopped. As for finding the dragons, I'm probably not going to do that. I actually did just get a pretty good suggestion to just take on the wither, right? Just quickly make a wither. Should be nice and easy. We just need some skulls, which I could go and get, or apparently we have almost enough to make it. There's a way to make these skull fragments too, isn't there? Maybe? No? Maybe not. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I'm going to head to the nether. We're going to... Oh, actually, no. Yeah, we're going to head to the other, because there's, ironically, more wither skeletons in the other. We're going to get another skull, and... Yeah, and we're going to be able to get the skull because we have a cleaver. And cleavers make getting skulls incredibly easy. We have probably no soul sand on us, but we have some in our storage, I'm sure. So, this should be as simple as finding skeletons. Alright, here we go. Here's the skeleton. We hit him. Did we get anything? We got a fragment. You know, I will pick those up because we might have to manually make one. Because, you know what? I have looting on this other sword. I don't know what's the better option, doing the looting or doing the other thing. Let's see. What did that give us? You know what? The looting seemed to do a bit better. Does this have cleaving as well? No, it doesn't. The other thing is, let's actually, let's head home for a second. So yeah, my backpack, right? I had it on, obviously. That's usually what you do with a backpack. And I went ahead and I put it in my hand and I right-clicked on this guy. It made a sound. And as you might be able to tell, I don't have it anymore. I have absolutely no idea where it's gone, where it could have gone. I thought maybe it automatically equipped itself. I don't think so. I can press my hotkey. It doesn't show up. I've right-clicked it out of existence. Not a clue how that happens, or how that worked, or if it was something else. Ooh, you know what? It was inside the item collector. Just at the very second, I'm like, what could have instantly just gotten rid of it? Okay, how can I fill this guy up? Do I click this? Right-click to drain from item? No, I think I want to left-click, right? Because I think right-click empties it. And then left-click would fill it up. Although, it's looking like it's been a little bit annoying. It's always actually been a little bit annoying, if I'm completely honest. How do I... Shift right-click? Oh, you know what? Did you see that? Wait. Let me put you back on. I believe it filled up already. It just can't hold this much. Okay, yeah, we're good. Let's continue back on our mission. Alrighty, I have some soul sand. I have my wither skulls. Let's go ahead and place this as it should. And then 1 skull, 2 skull, 3 skulls. We have a wither. Obviously, he's invulnerable in this stage, but we should be able to see what we can do with him in a second. Now, the cleaver is obviously a lot better than my sword. It doesn't have the enchantments, though, and I don't know how to enchant Tinker Tools, or if you even can. The blazes are infuriatingly annoying, but it should be fine. He's blown up. We can see the health. Let's see one shot. What does it do? Okay, we didn't hit it. Okay, we missed it. Okay, I'm pretty sure we just one-tapped it. I'm pretty confident that's what just happened. I'd say that's pretty good. One thing I do want to check, though, is... Did the previous cleaver do that? I feel like it didn't. But they have pretty much the same damage, as far as I can tell. So I don't really know how that works, or if that's even what happened. Let me continue around and kill a few more skeletons. In fact, it might only be like 1 or 2, because they should drop quite a few heads. Yep, that guy dropped on. The flames are so annoying. Look at this. The chest plate that instead we have a jetpack for is what does the damage in the lava. The only problem is... Unless we, you know, we're probably going to make a mecha suit, because I think that's the only way we can get, like, flight and keep our cool chest plate, apparently. Or does the mecha suit just use anything? Nope, the mecha suit does use an Unobtanium. Okay, we'll see what happens. Let me continue on my mission. Alrighty, here goes take 2. So last time, as far as I'm aware, unless the shots are registered all in one, I'm pretty sure we killed it with 1 hit. So now we're going to try the cleaver. Which has a lot less of these, you know, little abilities and stuff. We can have a look at the attacking. They don't seem much different. Like, this one, I think is 70 times... Well, not 70 times, but like 6 times faster, maybe? Let's see. I'm really interested. So, 1 shot with the cleaver. if it's going to hit. Oh, no, it one-shot it. Okay. But obviously we can't walk around on the floor with it. That's the downside. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. At the moment, neither of these seem worth it at all. Purely for the fact of, well, we've got this sword that it might not do as much damage, but it can have enchantments on it. And it can have really good enchantments on it. So that just seems worth it. We might go ahead and upgrade our Paxel. Although our Paxel, once again, is silent gear. It's also indestructible, but I mean, once you get to this level of durability, you kind of... It doesn't really matter too much. And we could probably just make more indestructible things. I don't know. I don't know if there's a point of upgrading it. We could probably just enchant it. That would probably, honestly, be better than upgrading it. Or making the Tinker's variant. The Tinker's might be faster, but this guy's borderline instant. We can have a look at how quickly he goes. Like, that's pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, that's... Oh my god, there's that Hydra I was talking about. Okay, here we go. So, I didn't really check how much health it has. We're still alive, though. Is he gonna show me? 100 or so health. We seem to only be doing, like, 6 hearts every hit. That's pretty ridiculous. Let's see what this sword does. Is it the same? This sword appears to have one-tapped it. Huh. I'm very confused as to what just happened. Let's go ahead and put some of this stuff away, because I think we got some pretty cool things here. We got a Hydra Heart, which is a legendary weapon. When in hotbar, gives increasing regeneration based on how injured the holder. That is awesome. And we have 2 of them. Okay. Hydra Fangs and Hydra Skull. Sure. I mean, I guess. I was looking for the Hydra that entire time, and one decided to spawn just as I was about to leave. Perfect. That's timing for you. But yeah, I'm a little bit torn on this whole Tinker's thing. Like, I feel like judging... Like, look at the stats here. Look at the stats on the left and the stats on the right. The attack damage from the handles goes from 1.2 times... Like, if we just look at the handles, 1.2 times to 3 times and 2.5. How does this still end up with the same amount? Like, look at the attack at the top. The Broad Blade, it has 62 attack. This guy has 95. Like, unless something is in the negatives and I don't realize, and it's actually, like, taking the stats down, everything should be phenomenally better. I must be overlooking something. I must be, because looking at the numbers, in my head, it doesn't make sense. You know what it could be? Have a look at the red. Is it possible that red is negative? Is that what it means? I don't know. Or, yeah, I don't know. Because it seems like 3... Like, blue seems to be the lowest, right? And then if we have a look at this guy, if we look at the tough tool handle, attack damage is green. It's 3. It's green. So then, why is 4 red? You know what? I was about to end the episode. Let me turn my chat back on and head back to my base. I'm very interested. I have a feeling that we can make a better sword using different handles. And it will be very interesting to see just how different it is. Alright, the plate and the blade I'm going to make out of Unobtanium. But then both of the handles which don't exist. Did I put them back in here, maybe? I'm assuming I did, yep. Both of the handles are going to be Vibranium. So, another Unobtanium, because if we have a look, judging by just what I'm looking at here, I imagine, let's be honest, it probably says it in the book somewhere, right? It probably says it somewhere, and I've just completely skipped it, but a little bit strange way to go about it, instead of just doing negatives, if this is, in fact, how it seems. So next up, we'll get the Vibranium. So the logic I'm going on is if we have a look at this tool, we basically don't want the red. Ooh. In fact, the attack damage on the handle is red as well. Perhaps I want that to be lower too. Perhaps the handle on this one, none of them are red. It's just not good stats. Let's do all the Modium handles. And we'll just see. In fact, let's make a bunch of different things. We'll see. We don't have to make the thing to see what it's going to end up being. And we'll just see what happens here. So what's that? Was that the blade? Then this is the tough handle. And we have all the Modium at the bottom. 2 of these, please. Hopefully this goes as I'm thinking. Otherwise, we're back to the stage of, like, why are these 2 barely different? Alrighty, we can have a look here. And as you can see, the attack is lower. The attack is significantly lower. I mean, not significantly, but it's definitely lower. If we have a look at the stats here, none of them are red, which means they're all positive. I guess the only other issue is none of them are remarkably bigger as well. I'm gonna make this because it doesn't really matter. We have unlimited. And let me compare these two things, the Ultimodium Cleaver and the Unobtanium. The differences that I see here between these two swords is that the Unobtanium Cleaver has a higher attack. You can see it's up at 95. It has, and then if we look at the bottom, the large plate, it has a higher attack as well. Because if we look here, it's 62. If we look here, it's 95. Now, I'm not a mathematician, but that doesn't add up. Why is it lower damage? What am I... Am I wrong? Okay, listen. I assume I'm wrong. But I also feel like it should be more obvious why I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Like, unless it's a bug, it should be way more obvious as to why these two are better. Unless higher attack means less attack, and I'm completely misinterpreting how numbers work. I don't... This is gonna stick with me all night. I'm gonna go to sleep thinking like, what could it have been? Like, just go on between these. I don't know. We can have a look here. Unless it's a modifier, right? Unless what are these modifiers? Because this one obviously has a much higher. What does it have? It's a lot heavier. So is heavy. Maybe that's it. Maybe the heavy stat is what is completely carrying this cleaver to be leagues ahead of the other. You know what? That actually might make sense. That might make sense. Hard to move while wielding, but it packs a heavy punch. And we just don't get to know the exact numbers. The reason that makes sense is because this one's obviously nerfed to all hell. Like, you can't move wielding it. So it makes sense that the best one, I guess, is similar, a little bit stronger, very, very tiny bit stronger, but you can move. Is that... You know what? I guess it makes sense. I guess I don't know. I expected more, because the difference is, like, with this cleaver, I could just have my jetpack on and get that 400 damage if I really want to. Like, getting all the soul lava, doing all that just to end up with the same sword, but today you can move? You guys let me know in the comments, like, if maybe these other, perks are phenomenally good. Or let me know if there's a really cool sword that I can put together using Tinkers that is actually better than this. Yeah, I don't know. Very strange. Let's actually have a look, because this sword here has heavy. It has heavy X, which is 10, so heavy level 10, but it also has lightweight level 10. I wonder. Nope, can't move. They don't cancel each other out. Yeah, very, very strange. At least, from my point of view, it's strange. But it's also, there are some other tools that I imagine would be pretty cool to have. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still a little disappointed. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but it was definitely something a little bit more exciting, a little bit more, like, phenomenal, Maybe it's possible to use all the Modium alloys in Tinkers. You can cast them into ingots. But as you can see, there's no real alloy tool that would do, like, a phenomenal amount of damage. Very, very strange. Do you know what else is interesting? Apparently, if I just made my cleaver entirely Ultimodium, it would be a little less faster, but it would also be 40 hearts stronger. So that's pretty good, I guess. Maybe I should just do that. Very, very strange, though. Very, very strange. I was just having a look through here to, like, look at the differences. Vibranium, it's half as strong. Why is this Ultimodium cleaver weaker than my Ultimodium cleaver? What? Oh, it has severing. No, but mine should... What's going on here? What? They're the same. They're the same things. Are they not? Tough handle, large plates. Tough handle, large plates. Guys, what's going on here? I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please do consider subscribing. It helps out my channel quite a bit. If you want to play on the server, you can do so by joining the Discord below. Now we actually have it so you have to whitelist. You private message the specific chatbot. So for this example, you'd private message the Ultimod6 chatbot, which is on the right side of Discord. And you message /whitelist space your name. So I would do /whitelist space _stream_ for my Minecraft name. Because we had a little bit of trolling, but, as you can see, everything is still good to go. Just a little bit of a precaution. Yeah, I guess that's it. You guys, let me know if if I'm completely wrong, because I definitely, I know that when I watch other YouTubers and they're so confident that what they're thinking is right, like, oh, why is it so horrible? But they're just missing something obvious, which, I mean, I guess I was missing the heavy, but I'm hoping that there was something else I was missing, because, I don't know. Seems a little bit too nerfed. For this example, where we have dragons and stuff, it seems a bit nerfed. I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.